Hello, everyone. Hello, Astrid. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we played, we found our way to um, um, the unholy tribunal, to, or the murder tribunal, um, to try and figure out where Orin's lair was. We murdered the murder tribunal. Um, Probably because Saravok didn't like the fact that I brought Jahira and Minsk, and then I'll ask them if they wanted a turn. um, but we were able to free the Hollyphant Valeria, who told us about the location to the entrance of Baal's temple, which we did end up finding. So now it's time to descend into the temple and finally rescue Halcyon and put down Orin once and for all. So, let's go ahead and make sure everybody's got their morning buffs. We're gonna go talk to this guy. Temporarily switch out Jahira.
At thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
But the vessel only stares blankly. You'll need to.
This
Okay, and I'm gonna put Carolina here. Then we're gonna take this guy. And let's see here.
How much farther can I go? All right.
Okay. Then
Let's move.
grab the food. Camp. Alright. Then we'll
Nothing so grand.
history of Saravok.
He was just another broken little ball spawn who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first.
We'll have the hireling
Let us be about it.
stay. Hireling is only there for the buffing. The freedom of movement. Alright, Minsk. Medicine time. Wrong pouch. You'll take Bloodlust, Elegance, Providence, Vice, Anti-poison. Thara will take strength, elegance, providence, vice, that. And Jahira will take battle mage power, elegance, providence, vice, heart of stone.
No one stopped me yet.
And then on the Strider, go here. There we go. Let's turn on the holy light. All right.
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baal's door. To baptize his deus most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord?
I have an amulet of Baal. Let me pass the door.
You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes?
I slaughtered the murder tribunal.
Unorthodox. But a show of faith, yes.
I like how that works. It's like, we have a murder tribunal in order to prove whether or not you are an unholy assassin of Baal. How did they find you? I don't know. I killed them. Alright, fair enough. Welcome in. Alright. Now this is going to be a challenge. But I do have guns, so we should be relatively fine. Am I surprised though? I can't actually be surprised. Oh, hey. There's some people.
Hope this ends well.
And Jahir is not part of the initiative.
At your command.
God damn it.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Okay, so those guys have sanctuary, which means I cannot actually attack them. But I can AoE them into the pit of death. Do I not have arrows of roaring thunder? Oh, there they are. Well, one went bye-bye. Down you go. That doesn't have any knockback. Hmm. Damn it. Okay. Well. Well. He exploded.
Call and I answer.
Oh, hi. Why does that not activate? Fine. I'll get right up in your face and attack you. Alright. I have no idea why Jaheira is not connected. Okay, now let's try it.
Certainly waiting.
There we go.
These boots have seen everything.
Now you're no longer unstoppable. Damn it, okay. Can Manthara fly? No, she can't. Okay, well. She can Misty Step.
Whatever it takes.
I am listening.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
Alright. Let's... Well, the Fire Slayer's dead.
Another step forward.
You're sure?
Alright.
Later.
Telling Jaheira to go to camp. Go to camp. apparently telling her to go to camp and then re-recruiting her can cause her to come back into line, like be part of initiative again. I wanted to ask you something. Oh, wait. If I found the temple ball before, would you be able to find it again?
You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us.
You have a history, Sarabak.
Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little ballspawn who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him.
Join
As
me.
you wish.
Also, Jaheira, I'm gonna need you to drink your potion here. You don't have a health potion. Okay, well. It's fine. Borrow one of Asterian's.
Do we have a target? No time to rest.
Okay, well, before we head on, I'm going to loot the place. Because I've never actually taken the time to do that.
More for me.
You know, I never would have thought that a murder temple would be serving split pea soup. I mean, I could see them, you know, serving some sort of raw sentient meat, but I guess one of the ballists is a vegetarian. Caroline is just casually stealing from the murder god.
Right tool will do the trick.
As if it's no big deal. Alright. That goes down that way.
Something over there.
The sweat-blotted letter looks unfinished, perhaps even unsent. To my fellow blood brethren, if you are reading this missive, know that you number among my most trusted confidants. Also know that if you betray my trust, my hands will grip your throat with the steadfast embrace of long-parted lovers. So, yes, of late, my friends, I have felt a calling when my fingers meet each other around a windpipe. As if there's a voice whispering sweet nonsense into my ear as I tear the breath from my quarry's lungs. I think I am chosen by our Lord of Murder, perhaps even related. Yes, my brethren, I will stake my claim on a legacy of murder, a throne of blood. I will challenge Lady Orin to her birthright. And if my grip stops her gasps before she flays my skin from bone, I will become Strangler Luke, son of Baal. Note to self, come up with a catchier title before sending. That one's rubbish. Strangle Death Manifesto. Okay, well.
Lord of murder shall perish.
I think we found it.
But in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Where is this lead?
Cranium rats. They swarm when an elder brain is near. We must be close to its hiding place. Turn back. We must have all the nether stones before we approach the brain.
There we go. Well, we now know where the morphic pool is. And we now have the waypoint for it. So when we're ready to defeat the Absolute once and for all, we don't have to trek our way down there. We can just fast travel. Yeah, the ballists don't usually go for range kills. They prefer up close and personal. I've yet to see them use a bow. I think we're fine, Jahira.
Corpses, arranged with some intent. A trap. As if we are a horde of fleet-footed dwergar. Be wary. This place is trapped. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Hey Astrid, you're fairly well versed in the lore of the Forgotten Realms. Who is the wise Alondo? Well, I found Dribbles' head.
I know this head. It belongs to Dribbles the Clown.
The effigy of Emilison,
Not all of the
who
dwarves.
grasps divinity.
Yes, he was an especially
What use her betrayal? She thought herself perfect, but forgot the one she served. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood. Or in the red. Okay, so we have two more parts of Dribbles to find. His arm and his foot. Yeah, arm and foot.
But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
Is that a treasure chest up there? Meanwhile, the Snitch's like, are you paying attention? No. I'm a loot goblin. Alright, a warp point. Seek to harm my hamster.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Trap. Be cautious.
Alright, here we go.
Stone seals this chamber against the world.
This is a foul place. Better bury it. Already Boo is bristling, and not from the cold.
I confess that the last time I came here, I thought it would be my tomb. You can see why.
The Baal amulet trembles in frightened awe.
Examine the door.
Murder. Bloody murder. Who else but Baal would these symbols honor? Will you return once you cross this threshold?
Truly, Lady Orin's
Fist Rowan. This is the first person she talked to us as.
You would dare criticize the dead young man in her ancestors' temple.
And barely eats it. I don't see the point. I see you're hungry. May I recommend biting your tongue in case she hears you?
From there.
Who says what?
I've got a long road ahead.
Tell me then, what is the point of murder if not to eat it whole? You may be the spectre. The sacrament of murder is to be devoured.
I believe Orin first made an incision in the upper left clavicle.
I am afraid
And there's Gildroel
Orin's first cut
and
was
the
quite
Smith.
gloomy at present. But was she not
The second
determined
one
to
she
protect it? I begin to
transformed
think
into
that
to talk to us.
throat does not kill right away. Needs to look at him.
Like a prize piglet, trussed up for the slaughter. Yes. Quite right.
Borrowed scrolls must be returned within a 10-day. It seems the Temple to Murder has a lending library.
Yes, see a murder. I wonder what the punishment is for not returning your scrolls to the lending library. Do they just kill you, or?
Hush, hush. I hear footsteps trip-trapping on the Murder Lord's stones. It refused the Murder Lord's command and comes crawling into his sanctum with the tyrant unpulped. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me how to slice and slit. He guides my dagger still. Oh, did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save?
Only the blades can offer salvation.
You said Ball wanted us to fight. He will reject this offering. Well, I did roll a natural too. That's better.
You do not lie, underling. It is your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. Your murder should have been exquisite. A crypt-born effigy to greet Baal's bleeding dawn. And now it will be nothing. Come to me, Father. Set my flesh to your unholy purpose.
Thank you for making yourself a bigger target. Alright, so... God damn it! Jaheira is... Okay, Jaheira, after this, you're staying on the bench, because I am sick and tired of your shenanigans here. Well, fine. I guess I'm just gonna cheat up a storm. Although if the game lets me do it, is it really cheating?
Another fight. Let's go.
Alright, so all those chanters are gone. But anyway, the main mechanic is... with those chanters there, Ball would have kept powering up Orin every turn and giving her more unstoppable. But now that Jaheira just apparently casually thunderwaved every single chanter off without them attacking at all, the main mechanic of the fight is gone.
Very well.
All right. Shriek. Hellish Rebuke. Ooh.
Does his best to hold my wounds close, but some healing might help.
Yes. The work is never done.
Target must be in LA. What the fuck?
Hold still.
Just gonna waste all of her spell slots healing. There we go.
On your command.
Hi, Orin. I'm going to enjoy this. Absolute power.
My hamster has dined on god flesh. You are but a tiny crumb.
Never a dull moment.
Alright. Let's get rid of these unstoppables. Fatal Barrage. Get back here.
Survivors.
Fuck you. See, I could stand back and admire, job well done. I could reflect on your technique. Could have been better. Examine the blood with dismay. This will take forever to come out.
Glint of light on something in the blood catches your eye.
Another stone.
Gortash will be delighted to hear of Orin's death, but be ready for anything when we report to him. If he is to betray us, that would be the time.
Seek him out. He is all that stands between us and the Elder Brain.
Well, before we do that, there's things we need to do. We need to find Vanra, stop the Iron Hand gnomes, rescue Will's dad, and also go to hell. By that I mean the House of Hope.
That took the edge off.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself. But surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you.
Few people could face the Chosen of Baal. You did.
You are trying to raise my spirits. I appreciate it, but any joy the sight of Orin's corpse brings me is but a speck of comforting shade. There is little relief to be found from the heat of the storm we are caught in. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
All right.
Wonder what's past this.
What is this foul place? Oh, you came for me. Thank you. I feared Orin's accursed smile would be the very last sight I beheld. Every breath in this place reeks of corruption. I will return to camp. The air is cleaner there.
No kidding. Still love the armor. Let's clean off. Brainquake.
This medicatrix.
At this point, nobody can control the brain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
So in case you're wondering, this is the Dark Urge. When you don't play as the Dark Urge, you will find him here. If you do play as the Dark Urge, you won't find anybody here.
Orin relished tormenting this poor soul.
Oh, my stupid slaughterkin. How many thousands will you mutilate before you learn to make their blood spill worthy of Father's altar? You deceive your god with these mindless flayings, and our temple, no, my temple, decays because of it. It can't be so. It mustn't be so. The favorite of Baal must be worthy of his name, one who serves him and only him. If you insist on shouldering the yoke of these other so-called chosen, then I will craft you a better one. A worm, to make you mindless as the altar meat, you butcher. And I will restore this temple in Baal's true image, a glorious vision built upon your festering corpse. So yeah, I'll go more into this when we actually play as the Dark Urge. But Dirge and Orin are both Baal spawn. And they had radically different ways about carrying out Daddy Dear's will. Orin liked to be elaborate, like the ritual, she put so much care and attention to detail in every kill she made. So the quality, according to her religion, was very high, but her quantity was very low. Dirge here, though, had a philosophy similar to that of Stalin. Quantity has a quality all its own. Or in more fictional terms, more blood for the blood god. He didn't really care about how he went about it. He just let the blood flow. Corn cares not where the blood comes from, sort of thing. And Orin was jealous because Baal liked the Dirge better. Because again, Baal cares not where the blood comes from or how the blood comes from. All Baal cares about is blood. So, and we even saw a bit of that today. In order to get into the Temple of Baal, we would have to spill blood on the dais, prove that we are an aspirant worthy of becoming an unholy assassin by proving ourselves to the murder tribunal and killing Valeria and unlocking the Slayer and all that stuff. That's Orin's way in. But we didn't do that. Hello, Matt. Are you playing modded? Yes, I am definitely playing modded. I have guns. Although I did beat the game originally on the PS4 with no mods, so. But yeah, this is very much modded. But how we got into the Temple of Baal this time? We found the spot. We pressed our stolen amulet to the door and said, "This is our proof." It's like, you don't have proof. That just means that you stole the amulet. Where's your kill? We killed the murder tribunal. That's unorthodox, but again, Baal cares not where the blood comes from. Baal only wants blood, and we gave Baal his own blood. And that's how we came down here. But yeah, now we never have to come back down here again. Let's see here. How many people are here? 1, 2 there. There's another two. Okay. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna. Not with Jahira being crazy. And by that I mean refusing to participate in the fights. For some reason, Jahira just does, or the game just doesn't recognize Jahira in a fight. So she can just walk around and do whatever she wants outside of initiative. We're gonna go to Basilisk Gate. Alright.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Well, don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Man, all the mods I have on this game come from or I found on the in-game mod manager. At the end of the stream, I can show you all what mods I do have on if you're interested. How are you? You weren't harmed by Orin when.
Just my pride. I can't believe I allowed myself to be knocked unconscious and spirited away like that. Impressive that she managed to move my bulk, come to think of it. I wonder how that was managed. But in either case, it seems I was insensible for much of my ordeal. Small mercies.
That's good. Alright. So, our next trip, I think we're going to go to Hell. The House of Hope. So for that one, we're going to need Karlach. Probably Shadowheart. And we'll take Gale too, so. I'll just go around backward.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter.
I would be lying if I told you I was certain we would walk out of that temple alive. We faced Baldur once before, and I was not ready to count on luck a second time. But luck had no part in it. Just you. And now it is Gortash's turn. We'll need his stone to finish this. However you plan to acquire it. So let us go pay Lord Lyre a visit.
You wish to consult me?
Orn is dead. You have your vengeance.
One part of it. A smaller part than I had hoped.
Then let's move on to the next part, Gortash.
As you wish. There is little use fretting over spilt blood.
Baal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
By the way, if you couldn't tell, I'm doing a good aligned playthrough.
That's Orin dealt with. Good riddance. Now that we have her netherstone, we're one big step closer to finishing this. Once and for all. Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you... It seems like you have ample company already. Wonderful. I was beginning...
Orin's dead, which means we have taken one step closer to slaughtering the fetid Elder Brain.
Hells take that Baal freak. She would have bled the whole world just for the fun of it. We've got her netherstone now. One step closer to getting the netherbrain under control. What's on your mind?
Come on, we're heading out.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Minsk can make way.
Now we're talking.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. Suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone. Is something on your mind? You can always unburden yourself with me.
Join me.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
Manthara.
Magical. So, shall we?
Good riddance to the shape changer. Couldn't have happened to a worse wretch.
Alright, we'll go ahead and long rest. And we'll prepare to go to hell. Alright. Okay, so I need to do some inventory management real quickly. Pardon me while I do that. good. That. By the way, I might have a lot of smoke powder barrels, which may or may not be used in hell. Just pile them up where Raphael is supposed to be, and then when the fight starts, kaboom. That's how the fight started, Your Honor. Barrelmancy will be a thing. No. Game's not over yet. Hi, Floof. We just finished slaying Orin the Red, and now we're preparing to go to hell.
If not over, then through. Something's on my mind.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
But the vessel only stares blankly.
Okay, so gonna be over here.
Looking ahead. Best be on my way.
Okay, so freedom of movement. Freedom of movement. Freedom of movement. Heroes Feast.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Open. Take off.
What to do?
Items. Spell Salt Restoration. Level 6.
Light on my feet.
Time to dally.
Okay.
Best get going.
Excuse me.
Are you alright? If you need me, just say the word.
Join me.
Delighted. Though someone else will. Wonderful.
Alright. So now we give everyone else their medicine. Okay.
There is work to do.
Shadowheart, open. I need you to take Battle Mage, Elven Elegance, Githyanki Providence, Tiefling Vice, Heart of Stone. Garlac. Wrong one. That one. Cloud Giant, Elven Elegance, Githyanki Providence, Tiefling Vice, Heart of Stone. Gale. Battle Mage. That. And then
What to do?
okay, Longstrider. Okay, first we're going to sell a bunch of our junk.
Same. I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, oh, my entire life. Your look serves you well,
Gortash
though.
is a visionary, sure enough.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not,
think of
you
Lord
know,
Gortash's still
up
watch?
with the times.
I am so glad you asked me.
Can also look for more of the more of dribbles. Yep, Hail Hydrate. Alright.
Easier to don some armor than learn to swing a sword. If you can manage the extra weight, that is.
Yep, that's weapons. You prefer armor. Income sufficient gold. Okay.
The way I see it.
And then you like weapons.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need.
still got plenty of gold left, so... Dink, dink, dink. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Alright.
All of my wares are tried and true.
I'm fairly certain we've done flow gears. Yeah, we definitely have. Oh, Jesus. What have we found here? Frank Peartree, bloody note. You've been picking where you shouldn't, Peartree. Placing the lordling's fire spitters throughout my city? Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art to it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder. I walk through your basement here as I pen this. It's rather large, roomy. They'd never find all the bits of you if I spread them out here properly. Alright, Orin. Come on. Letter, a letter impression. Whatever. Alright, let's go down to the basement. Of course it's locked.
A couple turns should do it.
Good thing I'm a rogue.
That corpse is huge. And is that a burning heart?
Courageous little Kimbeth. Well, there's the arm.
Clown's arm. Dribbles, no doubt.
The effigy of Yagashura, who burned his mortality. What use his heart? He thought himself a titan, but died whispering for his mother. Or in the red. Splat.
Anything of use? Open up.
Casing. Long surplus 1. Offer. Dear Mr. Peartree, you come highly recommended by a select few, not merely for your business acumen, but also for your ambition. That is why I am writing to you. A question of ambition. I have in my possession a tremendous quantity of infernal iron. Its acquisition is immaterial. What matters is this. I shall need assistance distributing the weapons forged from this exquisite iron. I shall need someone ambitious, someone with less than scrupulous connections. Someone, Mr. Peartree, like yourself. That, Mr. Peartree, was the carrot. I often find it makes an excellent bedfellow to the stick. Consider your position. A less than scrupulous set of connections doesn't just make you valuable to me. It also make you invaluable to any number of city watchmen or flaming fists ready to make rank. It would be really a terrible tragedy for this such bright potential to be extinguished in this way. I eagerly await your correspondence, yours in faith, Enver Gortash. One must choose which devil they deal with using the utmost vigilance. Remember, devils are not only fiends, they're bastards. I once knew a man who asked for the ultimate protection against his enemies from a devil of Dispater. He was transported into an impregnable iron fortress deep underground, one without doors. So pick and choose with caution, friends. For matters of money, creatures of Minaris can best salve your woes. For matters of pleasure or pain, face the fiery folk of Felagos. This tome contains much the same matter. The Hells Unleashed. 9 Steps to his Infernal Throne. This chapter lists each of the Hell's 9 layers, their rulers, and the character their associated ritual item required to scry a glimpse of it. Avernus, Archduchess Zariel. Heliotrope, encasing shard of bone. Diz, Archduke Dispater, ore of infernal iron. Minaris, Archduke Mammon, single gold coin petrified in acrid peat. Flegelos, Archduchess Fiorina, and her father, Archduke Belial, ever burn ash, perfectly balanced on a scale of stone. Stygia, Archduke Levastus, single coal black eye frozen in a shard of its own tears. Malbolge, Archduchess Glacia, a coronet stained with the blood of 3 rightful rulers. Maladomini, Archduke Balzibul, Gorian fly fed fat with the petitioner's blood. Cania, Archduke Mephistopheles, a singular and precious text, burned. Nessus, Lord Asmodeus, all known substances result in immediate disappearance of the petitioner.
Seems simple enough.
We're going to send the soul coins to Karlak. Enhanced weapons, sales ledger. Okay. Alright, well, I think we got everything in the basement.
You mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're back.
Spoiled sport.
What's in here? guild ring.
What's that?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Disarm the trap. Alright. Alright.
Maybe a few dead cats. Where's the last bit of dribbles?
You're just making that up. Have you got anything I can use to bring him back?
That would be the mind you sail. Give it soon enough.
I'm more worried needs to send the steel watch through here, mop up all this riffraff. Think even they have their work cut out for them.
Alright, well, let's fly up here. Hey Gio, welcome to stream.
It's much safer than some of the city walls.
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs.
What happened to your last cheese dropper?
Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best until the Red Man visited.
Tell me about this red man who visited Alexander.
A dwarf, all dressed in red.
Oh, I know what happened
He
to him.
smiled and held Alexander closer, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good. Even better than cheese.
Alexander's
I feared
dead.
so. A calamity. He dropped such good cheeses.
Well, where did the dwarf go?
Away. To make more people read and to spill their tasty morsels.
We already killed the dwarf, so
Go
it
away
doesn't
now.
matter.
Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
Well, thank you for your decorum.
What do you think happened?
Well, there's Alexander. Yep, there's the basement.
This is a ritual killing, and the murderer wanted it found.
And there's a foot.
Smeared with paint, among other
Effigy of Abigail's sword, the shredded wing. So, Zent.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Trap. Be cautious.
Wow. That was delightful. Okay. And then what's in here? God fucking damn it. Well, we now have all the parts of dribbles. So let's go ahead, join back up with everybody. Okay, come on, Karlak.
What do you want me to do? Arrest the smell? Some help you are.
I'm gonna dismiss Karlak, then we'll head to the circus. I'll grab Karlak again, and then we'll turn in dribbles.
Copper for your thoughts? Oh, come on. You don't mean that. If you insist.
Alright, Rivington. Alright, let's go pick up Karlak.
Hey, soldier. Fuck yes.
When did you realize the Red Caps had escaped?
Paramidius, one of our red cap cleaners, alerted me.
Gracious.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles?
This is every part of dribbles I could find.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And I you delectable vintage. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
Yeah, I'm not exactly interested in getting involved with a Merkel worshipper, so... But you have fun.
I'll keep doing this. For now.
Alright, we're gonna give you the Spell Mite gloves.
All right, what now?
And we'll go to the lower city central wall. And we're approaching the end of stream, so I'm gonna do some more inventory management because everybody hates that. But it's something I need to do. books. And then melee weapons. Okay. And here we have potions that aren't medical potions. Dies. Scrolls. Sleet Storm. Okay, like that. And then bombs and grenades. There's that. Okay.
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and call this stream. But before we leave, I will show off my mod list that I've been using. Our next stream will be this evening, where we're gonna finish up the Ace Combat 7 attacker run. Then I'm taking a week's break for my surgery stuff. I just don't want to have to deal with it. So I'll still be in Discord. We might have a watch party over the course of that week. But there'll be no streams. The next time we play Baldur's Gate 3, we're going to be going to the House of Hope to steal the Orphic Hammer and take care of Raphael once and for all. For all hail Thales. Well, that's why, if anything, I would do a Discord watch party, because all that takes is me just sitting in my chair and watching YouTube videos. But the mod list that I have, I've got Act 1 Capes and Cloaks, Advanced Elemental Adept, which adds Force, Necrotic, Radiant, Psychic elemental types to the Elemental Adept feat. All camp clothes and dies from the start. Basically, I have all the camp clothes and the normal dies available in my camp chest. Artificer feat for every level, and the Artificer homebrew class, I'm not really using these, they're installed, but in Carolina's campaign there are no artificers. Bag of Holding. Which gives me a bag of holding. I found 2 of them. But it allows you to hold pretty much anything you want. It's great. Got Bane dice, better UI for inventory. And it adds little icons like grenades and arrows have little icons on them so you can easily find them. Then we've got better target info. We've got the cheater's spell scroll. I put that in my chest. The only thing I used from it was, let's see here. Clean Party. Just applies the wash soap effect for in 1 round. That's it, because I don't like blood spattered and the characters and the cutscenes. But there's a whole bunch of stuff. Clear map. It removes the fog of war. It just fades out. Or it's faded. Translucent. So you can see what's on the map. You just can't really see in the details. Dirge, Slayer, equipments and spells. I've got cloaks for everyone from that one. Dragonborn, breath weapon enhanced. This isn't that important for my current campaign, but for our Dirge campaign, this will be very important. Elemental cantrips in every single flavor. So you can have Firebolt in Acid, Radiant, Lightning, Poison, Thunder, Necrotic, and Cold. Favorite colors. I love this one. It just allows you to have better dice. Fireball dice. Gale Dinner. Just gives you 3 magical items in the camp chest, whose sole purpose is for Gale to eat them. Gloomstalker rework. It makes it more similar to a rogue. So it gives it sneak attack, but scales with ranger levels instead of rogue. Place superior dark vision with stalker sight. You can see normally in darkness both magical and non-magical. New passives, assassination of the body, assassination of the mind, which adds bonus damage to all attacks instead of only unarmed. Ranger Prowl functions similarly to Prowl from the Panther Wild Druid shape, but as per short rest. Mark of Death, Embrace of Shadows. And this is the gun mod that I've been using. The hand cannon gunslinger pistol. You can use them single-handed or dual wield. Whenever you hit a target, they'll be marked with a special bullet formula, which you can either teleport to or detonate for free per turn. You can also spend all your bonus action to focus a single target down or mark multiple targets and detonate for some AoE damage support. Stats and spells are progressive, meaning they level up with you. They can be found in the tutorial chest in one merchant each act. Act 1, Aaron from the Emerald Grove. Act 2, Quartermaster Tally from the Last Light Inn. Act 3, Dathlin and Dathlin's Dancing Axe. It also has their own spells and stuff. Hip sheathing, the rapier. Rapiers are sheathed on the hip instead of the back. Horizon Walker Ranger subclass. I think I put Minsk on this one. It can do teleporting stuff. Hunter's Mark improvement. No concentration. Free reapply. Keep stealth. Improved UI, which is basically required for half the mods I have here. Infinite arrows, as long as you don't throw them, you can reuse them infinitely. Same with elixirs. And potions. And scrolls. Inspiration uncapped. Level up, gain a feat in every level up. Metamagic empowered spells. The Mindweaver class and Mindweaver class every feat, or every level feat. More enemies in every encounter, so it's, you know, more things to blow up. Mysterious artifact dice. Mistress spells, which just has a shit ton of spells. Glamour for the Half-Elithid. This is what Carolina would look like normally, but because of this mod, she doesn't look like a monster. And then Glamour for Volo's eye. Paladins have gods. Dirge dice. Progressive weapons on level up. Ranged pack weapons. So if you wanted a blade pack or hex blade warlock but don't like being melee, well, you can now do that. Rugen restored. You have a chance to talk to Rugen in Act 3. Slunite dice. Starlight Crew dice. More feats. Underdark dice. The underwear rituals, which gives anybody wearing him the ability to free cast Speak with Dead until long rest, Speak with Animals until long rest, Detect Thoughts until long rest, and Disguise Self. The rifle version of the hand cannons, the Viper Carbine Steampunk Rifle. It's awesome. Visible shield, so your shield is on your back. Warlock boost, more allows you just to pick more Eldritch invocations. Weightless consumables, so all my consumables cost nothing. And then XP times 10. Those are the mods I'm using. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. I will see you guys this evening for Ace Combat 7's Attacker Run finale. We're gonna restart 10 million relief plan because it crashed last time. I might not use the napalm though, because that might have been a cause for it. And then we'll finish the game. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys again this evening with Ace Combat 7.